All right, esports fans, buckle up because this ride is going to get pretty crazy. We have a 4v4, and this one is going to be between Masters and Diamond level players, mostly Masters, though, from what I've heard. So at the top of the map, the North versus South, as I'm going to name it, we have the Northern player, the Terran player, C-Run. Yeah, that sounds good, C-Run. We also have a Protoss player, Jimmy DC, another Protoss player, and his name is Deos. And finally, we have Sovlet. So 3 Protosses and a Terran taking on the South. And then in the South, we have BZH Kenny, the Terran player. Also joining him is his buddy Numpty, who has not made anything. Numpty apparently is refusing to play. So this could be pretty epic, actually. We have Tom Lux, the Protoss player, and oh my goodness, his buddies are going to be mad at him when they find out he has not been playing this whole time. And we also have Intercizu. So, a Terran, a Protoss, a kind of Zerg, and a Terran. So right now it's actually 3v4, and we're going to have to see just exactly what goes on here. So, as we can already see, there's going to be some people making some walls and stuff outside of his base. Interesting choice there. Not deciding to wall here or wall here, but instead going to try to wall here. I'm assuming so we can take this expansion a little bit craziness going on. Nice scouting already by Deos. Wants to make sure that no kind of cheesy stuff happens, and there is a Protoss on the other team. So you got to be careful for any kind of shenanigans he's doing, and he has a Forge going down as well. Oh, snap. So I would say he's going to go for a Forge fast expand, but that's ridiculous in 4v4. So you know what? He's probably going to be going as another probe is sent out. He's going to be going for some cannons, I hope. That would be awesome, because what a great way to start off the game than just getting cannon rushed. Meanwhile, it looks like Numpty has finally decided to fall off the wall and start mining with his drone. So good for him. He is now in the game, only a couple of minutes behind everybody else. So got his work cut out for him, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Looks like Intercizu got 3 barracks going down right now. Gonna be morphing some Marines as fast as he can. Mighty morphing powered Marines. And there is a pylon, and what is the North gonna do? Wow. So Deos is gonna send all of his probes, and he's going to kill the pylon. So cannon rush has been averted for the time being, but that was wow. Overreaction is all I have to say. Also, Deos has a couple of his own cannons already. He's going for a forge into defensive cannons. So interesting choice there from him. I guess he just didn't want to die when he saw what happened. Jimmy D, or Jimmy DC, yes, thinking the same thing that I was just thinking, which is he is so glad that everyone and their grandmothers spammed the little ping button so we could make sure that we knew there was a pylon. Oh, no. Oh, man. Meanwhile, it looks like, what's everybody doing over here? We have a whole bunch of barracks, but basically people just massing up low-tier units seems to be the order of the day. There's some bunkers down already. There is a factory going down for BZH Kenny right now. And, is anybody looking to expand? Yes. SC Run is going to be the first one to try to throw down an expansion. Yeah, his is done before Numpty starts to expand his. And remember, Numpty was like way behind because he just didn't mine for the first 2 minutes. So, yeah, he's going to be playing catch up, a little bit red cheeked there. Whoops. Looks like this ramp is pretty much going to be safe with a couple of cannons guarding there, and this has a bunker and some supply depots to lend moral support. Also, slow coming down now, the concussive shell upgrade for the Marauders. So, looks like BZH Kenny, is he getting another tech lab and throwing on another barrack? So, looks like but he has a factory with a tech. We're going to have to see what he does there. Not sure what he's doing. And, oh, look at this. Tomlix is going to be, looks like Photon Cannon rushing again. He has 1 pylon down. He's throwing down 3 cannons. And that could actually be excessive on the low ground. Now somehow he just needs to get up here. And if you can get, like, another cannon here or, like, a pylon even or something, then he will be in good shape. Notice, oh, yeah, you can put a cannon here. That'd be easy peasy. And the cannons are done. So time for him to try to make his way up here. And is this his? Yes, this is his probe. And the pylon is going to go down, actually, before a cannon. Cannon now going down. And I don't know that Sovlet even knows this is happening right now. So, oh, now he knows. And the probe is going to go down. And look at this. They are outranging these cannons on the low ground. Both of them get canceled, and he has no vision. So this cannon rush is absolutely getting stomped in the face. My goodness, going to lose a few teeth and a few pylons and a few photon cannon, so a little going on there. But he was able to expand behind it, so not totally bad, I guess. But really, Jimmy DC going to be throwing out a little smack talk, saying, you can't rush us, you. And then he puts a whole bunch of ampersands and stuff, and question marks and exclamation points. Yeah, just to make his point. Okay, BCH Kenny going to be continuing to make some, it looks like Marauders and tanks with Siege. So not the usual Marine tank you see. He's going Marauder tank. I guess that's okay. I mean, he saw Sovlet had a ton of Stalkers, so I guess that kind of makes sense. And there is 3, to be fair, there is 3 Protoss, and so Marauders are just pretty good against Protoss in general. So I guess I can understand why he's doing that instead of Marines. But I guess I can't understand why he's getting tanks, because tanks are not the best against those Protoss. Maybe he wants to take on all 4 of these guys, and he's be like, well, there's a Terran, so got to take care of that as well. And it looks like Numpty does have his expansion done as well, and there is Tomlix is expanding again. So his Nexus just finishing over here, and he is already taking another Nexus back here, and this is like the super safe spot over here. Looks like he just wants the gas, actually, how he already has everything pre-planned. Sovlet taking his expand now, as he has a decent amount of Stalkers, and he also has a Twilight Council. Hasn't quite got Blink yet, but it looks like he's going to be going for Blink Stalkers. And let's see, SC Run going to be taking a couple of gases right now. It looks like Intercizu is still only on 1 base. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 racks, a factory, and a starport, and he is still on 1 base. He does not even have that many work. I mean, he's saturated. He has everything he needs for this base, but he needs to be thinking about expanding, especially because his teammate is just expanding everywhere. Excuse me, my voice. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. My throat was betraying me, but I have since just lectured it in the art of you need to continue speaking. So we're going to go ahead and keep on going here. The show must go on. Meanwhile, it looks like, yes, there is a lot of gates by Jimmy DC. I suppose he could morph these into gateways, but whatever. We'll see exactly what he does. And oh my goodness, looks there's actually a gateway race between Tomalux and Jimmy DC. As in, let's see how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Jimmy DC, and for Tomlux we have, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as well. So it's 8 versus 8, the warp gates. But wait, does he even have, where's the, hang on, nope, he doesn't even have a cyber core now, just putting it down. So he has 8 gateways with no cybernetics core. That is an interesting build, to say the least. Not even using any of them. So meanwhile, Numpty has Mutas out, it looks like, and another expansion going down for SC Run. But if you look at the way this map, oh, hello, there's a little Jim Raynor, Marine or something statue there. If you look at the way this map architecture is, like there's expansion here, right? And then right here is another expansion. This is actually for the other team. So there is destructible rocks right here and an expansion here. But these expansions just like lead into each other so nicely. So we should see some flashpoint stuff as people vie for this base, like this area right here is going to be really key. There's also gold expansions guarded by rocks here and here. And there's gold bases guarded by rocks here and here. So 4 gold bases in the middle of the map. These ones a little bit more defended. And there's also Zelnaga watchtowers as well right here in little in-between spots between these gold bases. So there is tons of avenues for attack. Looks like Sovlet has actually killed off his rocks right here. And does he have Blink on the way? Blink is just about done. Chrono boosting out 1 run right now. And of course, because he has Blink, he already has the Twilight Council, so he can go ahead and get 2-2 quite quickly. And oh snap, look at that. It looks like Numpty is able to force the cancel on that orbital. And now he is going to run into these Marines, needs to run away, and he does indeed do that. These Marines, a ton of Marines for SC Run, but it doesn't look like he has any upgrades now. Is he getting upgrades? It looks like Stim just finishing, does not have combat shields even started yet, but does have 1-1, adding on even more racks. So he has tons of barracks as well. So people, like I said, going for just lots of low-tier units right now and trying to get map control, just massing up tons and tons of stuff. And before long, let's go ahead and go to the units tab. We should be able to see what they are going to do. Oh, what? So Tomlix has 60 probes and no units at all. He's relying on 2 cannons to keep him alive. Oh, wow. This is so abusive. With no army. 64 probes now. He has 3 bases, like totally fully saturated. and he is, yep, getting his +1/+1 right now. It looks like these Muta is going to be running in here and doing some additional harassment. Going to be killing off a lot of these SCVs. It looks like Marines are running back, stimming, and now the Mutas need to run away, losing a couple Mutas. A couple more than a couple actually, and now he's going to be running away, just abusing the fact that these Marines can't actually get up here. And oh, there's Stalkers from Jimmy DC coming in the other way, and so these Mutalisks are going to have to run back, and now they're going to try to, oh, Marines a little bit out of position, not able to punish them at all, but the Mutas are like, hey, just wanted to let you know that I am still here. Now he's going to go ahead and fly away. Looks like this SCV was killed, and another SCV just now coming up, but there are these Mutas here, and they could be trying to kill this SCV again. No, they're going to be going for the Marines. SCV killed again, running away, losing a couple more Mutalisks, but delaying this expansion so long. Wow. Great job there. Looks like there is a scout probe from Thomas going down. Couple of pylons coming down just outside of this range, and I don't even think that SC Run knows that it's happening right now. So if these pylons finish, there could be so many units warped in, because look at how many gateways this is. That is so many gateways. Don't tell anybody, but that's like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has 13 gateways right now. Oh, man. And he's getting +1/+1/+1 right now. Actually throwing down a ton of cannons as well. Are you kidding me? Oh, the cannon push. It looks like the Marines have definitely seen it, but are they going to let it come up? That is a terrible thing if this actually comes up. He has a lot of Marines and a lot of Marauders, and he really needs to go ahead and do something. There's also Marine Marauder and Medevac coming in for Interzizu, who has expanded now, and Mutas as well, going to pick off the guy at the Zelnaga Watchtower. So, oh man, look at this. So many Stalkers being morphed in now, and cannons are done. So here we go. These Marines need to be stimming. They have not stemmed. There's the stem. So Marines versus cannons and Stalkers, and oh, here come a few Mutalisks in to help as well. These Marines and Marauders are a little bit behind, but this is one of the flashpoints I was talking about, in between these bases in the middle of the map. And as this is happening, look down in the middle at the bottom. It looks like Solvit and Deos are going to be pushing down as well. So they're going to be killing off the destructible rocks right here and pushing up. But this is a pretty crazy battle that is going on right now. We have SC running. He is doing his best to hold out, but he is actually facing the combined might of Tomlix and Interzizu, and so he is going to go ahead and, oh man, he needs a lot of help. You can see there is help coming over here from Jimmy DC, but is he going to be able to make it there in time? I don't know. The front of SC Run has been breached, and now there's a little time where they can do damage. Oh, there is Jimmy DC now coming, but look at this nice arc by these units. These Protoss pieces don't feel like doing anything, but that's okay. And it looks like Jimmy DC going to, with the offensive point forward, is going to be trying to do as much damage as possible. Looks like these Marines and Marauders are going to be trying to focus down this orbital. All they're going to be able to get it. It is not being repaired at all, and it looks like the orbital will, in fact, go down. Boom! Down it goes. My goodness, that was quite good there. And now they could be running back. I don't know. Oh, looks like Deos is going to be coming in to reinforce now, and he has a few Colossus as well as some Stalkers with Blink and some Sentries, so nice job there. And they're going to be killing these pylons, finally ending this aggression, at least for the time being. But no, there are even Marines and Marauders up here, and they're going to be killing off this expansion as well as these turrets. So, my goodness, oh man, SC Run really took a hit there. He does not have a main he doesn't have an expansion or a third, which he normally had. Meanwhile, down here, Sovlet, he has been pushing through. He has actually killed a base right here, and is actually pushing through and killed off this Zerg expansion as well. Now there's a combined forces of Zerglings, and it looks like Thors and Marines and Marauders and Hellions. Wow, so a lot of mech play coming out of BZH Kenny, and so he is going to be able to force Sovlet to go ahead and pull back, at least for a little bit. But Sovlet does have his expansion up now. Looks like he is on 3 bases. Nicely done there. And now with the combined forces of Sovlet, lots of Blink Stalkers coming out of him and Deos, as well as some Colossus. They're going to be able to do lots of damage, but these Thors so good at taking out armored units, and I mean there's a lot of Marauders too. They are also known for being good. There's just so many Protoss units that I don't think that these Thors are actually going to be able to do the damage they need to do. Yeah, they do have 2-2, but they are down. Also, Sovlet does have 2-2 as well. Looks like Deos is at 1-1 for the time being. And here we go. They're going to be pushing up here and seeing if maybe they can take this expansion again. There is a lot of infestors, and they actually have Neuroparasite done as well as Fungal Growth. And they all have full health, or full mana rather, and I realize you don't have to research Fungal Growth. I just love saying it. But here comes another flashpoint as these Blink Stalkers of Jimmy DC are going to lead the Marine Marauder Medi combo right into SC Run as he tries to expand again. He does have one expansion up, and here comes the combined forces of Jimmy DC and SC Run. But I think that the Marines with actually these medevacs are what's really changing the tide of the battle here, and these Marines just doing so much damage. They are going to be able to clean this up as well. Meanwhile, more battles being pushed in here, and it looks like these Colossus doing tons of damage. This one has 20 kills, this one 16, this one 28. Wow, and just roasting those Zerglings, and actually drones coming out to fight too. Tomlix now supporting with some Blink Stalkers, and oh, look at this. Nerfy is coming in here with a lot. There's the Neural Parasites, and so he is going to be roasting Solid's own units, and there's a couple of fungals going off as well. Nice job there. Now these Stalkers cannot actually blink while they have fungal on them. Boom, there they go, blinking away. And it looks like that didn't actually work out that well because he wasn't actually able to kill any of these Colossus. So Sovlet is going to be able to regain control of this area and try to do some damage. Looks like he wasn't focusing all of Tomlin's units, but now he is. And there is some siege tanks down here. Actually, three siege tanks in siege mode, a couple of Thors, and some Hellions and some Marauders. So I don't know if Solid is going to be able to push down there. Doesn't even want to. He's just going to secure this base and be like, well, if I can just hold you here, that's going to be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, Tomlik's taking the gold again, so he's going to be on 4 bases. Wow, this guy's expansion crazy. But again, this is the same guy who was just totally abusive with what he got like 65 probes before he made his first military unit. It was on 3 bases. Are you kidding me? That's the most abusive play I think I've ever seen. Sava going to be going ahead and expanding again, so he's going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases if this one finishes. Wow. But oh, looks like BZH, Kenny, and Nuffy are going to have something to say about that as they push up, and it looks like Sava's going to have to cancel. Yes, he does, and he is going to move away with all of his Blink Stalkers, realizing that it is not worth it because these units are just really good against what he has. So he's going to be holding back here, and yep, going to be preemptively moving his probes out of the line of fire. Here come the Blink Stalkers, going to be blinking in here, doing as much damage as they can. But Marauders and Thors and Siege Tanks are just exactly what the Doctor ordered to take care of Mass Blink Stalker. So here comes the stem on the Marauders as well. Blink Stalkers doing a lot of damage. Nice offensive blinking in to see if they can do the damage they need to do, and it looks like he is focusing down these Siege Tanks now. Only 1 Siege Tank left, and is he going to go down? He's actually not being focused. He has 17 hit points. And Deos has, he actually has DTs everywhere, but the DTs running back and forth, not doing much, getting a little bit glitched out here. More DTs coming in now. Oh, wow, Infester's getting absolutely roasted by these Colossus. This Colossus up to 35 kills, this one at 22 kills. Wow. And now Tomlik's going to be coming up here as well, but Jimmy DC now has some of his own Colossus, and he's going to be moving in here and absolutely roasting these infested Terrans and these Stalkers. So nice job there. Meanwhile, it looks like, oh, SC Run did a little bit of aggression, but he's going to be absolutely raffle stomped by Enter Zizu, and now it looks like Tomlix and Zizu, the red and blue, could push up here, and I don't know, man. I think SC Run could be in trouble again. Really needs to get a planetary or something up here. He's going to be scouting with this SCV, and he is not going to be happy to see that there is a ton of units right here. Meanwhile, still a battle going on here between, it looks like, oh, now there's going to be Banelings who do not have speed yet, and a whole bunch of, wait, DTs are those? I don't know, but they're all dead now. Wow. But still, not really able to do the damage they need to. More Thors coming out now, and there is some Vikings as well. So Vikings are going to be very good at taking out this Colossus. 48 kills on this Colossus as he is still alive. Can he get 50? It looks like 49, and oh, 49 cannot quite get the 50 spot. But pretty good regardless, and it looks like, Deos is now taking the gold on his side, and there's just a lot of, oh, look at this. Jimmy DC and Deos are going to be forcing this expansion to lift from BZH Kenny, and they might actually be able to kill it. I don't know. It looks like it is going down fairly quickly now, and you can see on the mini-map there are lots of units streaming down from the bottom allies as they try to help out their buddy BZH Kenny, but he is totally just getting absolutely owned right now. And yep, here they come. So there's going to be a lot of units. Deos actually coming in from behind with a lot of Dark Templars. Wow, and these Banelings are actually exactly what he needed, because as they kill the Banelings, they explode and they actually do tons of damage to Dark Templar. Meanwhile, it looks like Soblet was able to kill this base again. So nice job by him, and it looks like there's actually a little bit of a battle going up at the top of the base as well. These Colossus doing their best to just micro back, get off a couple of shots, but that is so many Blink Stalkers blinking forward, and they are going to be able to pick off one Colossus. The other Colossus running for his life. Soblet going to have to abandon his expansion again, and it looks like these Marines and Marauders of Energies again are going to be able to snipe this expansion yet again. Wow! And oh man, it's just such a huge flashpoint right here. Huge battle still going on here. This battle has been raging for 5 or 6 minutes now. Oh wow! And now we have Soblet going to be taking on Tomlix, and it looks like there is Jimmy DC with his 13 kill Colossus going to be adding in some of his salt and pepper and fire to the battle. And it looks like, oh, they're actually going to save Soblet's expansion too, which is quite a big deal. So he's going to be able to continue to mine from that. Meanwhile, it looks like Tomlix is going to go ahead and, is he pushing? No, he may actually just go ahead and turn around. I'm not actually sure who's in the lead right now. If we can take a look at the units lost tab, we can see yeah, it looks like Tomlix has actually lost the most units, or the most resources, but he's getting so much more money than everybody else too. So it's kind of like, well, he's lost a lot, but he's making so much money too. It's not that big of a deal. All right, let's go back to the units so we can see exactly what everybody has. 53 Banelings. 53 Banelings for Numpty right now. That's almost double his drone count, which is kind of weird. Okay, here we go. We have another big battle coming up here. Tomlin's going to be blinking forward offensively, and it looks like Jimmy DC had some of his stalkers on move command, so they're going to be picked off for free. And now it looks like Soblet's base could be compromised as a ton of blink stalkers and all these guys, 333, even have a shield upgrade right now, and they're just going to be absolutely wrecking havoc. Oh, it looks like Soblet and Jimmy DC going to be coming here. They have something to say about that, and tons more units being warped in for Soblet. But oh yes, there was another pylon, so they did not get canceled. And oh wow, well, Tomlin's guys just get absolutely surrounded and taken down. Meanwhile, it looks like Enerzizu killing off this expansion yet again and just pulling back, not going to overcommit. Banelings from Numpty coming in, and there's the blink away to try to not just, oh, great fungal going down as well by Numpty, but it is just not going to be enough to actually kill all these guys, mainly just taking out their shields. And now Deos is like, go, we have a chance, we need to go right now. And Solid running away with his probes yet again as Marines and Marauders and Thors come in. Thors at 3-3 as well. Marauders are not upgraded at all, but BZH Kenny has some really sick mech going on. And it looks like Solid is going to go ahead and lose this expansion. Everybody else was grouping at the bottom of the ramp, and now there's the offensive loop by Solid, going to be focusing down these Thors if he can. Yep, this other Thor being focused down as well, and if this Thor goes down, then that's pretty much going to be it for this army. And there's the offensive blink again, totally surrounding. Boom, it goes down. And meanwhile, it looks like Jimmy DC going to be pushing up here a little bit. He's going to run into the Wrath that is Energizu, who has 3-3 Marines with Medivacs and some Marauders, and they are just going to do so much damage. Of course, these Colossus do a lot of damage too, but once the Marines and Marauders get close, Colossus, this is just an ill-fated attempt, as all of this is going to go down, and Energizu is doing such a good job of holding the top. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Deos and Solid are going to be doing a little two-pronged attack as well, going to be killing this hatchery yet again. Meanwhile, Solid expanding down here to the gold as well, and people are just going to let him have that, at least for the time being. You can also see that both other golds in the middle of the map have been taken, one by Deos and one by Tomlix, who's had it for a while. And I mean, these bases are so close, but there is a little gap right there, so that's how they're able to do that. It looks like BZH Kenny losing his natural yet again. It is pretty much mined out at this point, but this means that BZH Kenny is going to be on 0 monies at all. If we go to the income tab, you can just see how much money he's actually making per minute. 60 minerals, that's less than optimal. But looks like Solid and Deos going to be coming in here and cleaning up some attacks that were going on against Solid. He did lose quite a few probes, but that is okay because he actually ended up living overall. Meanwhile, Energizu is doing such a good job of just totally shutting down this expansion. And I mean, I don't know, man. SC Run is like, he's long distance mining, and he's just in all kinds of trouble. Meanwhile, another big battle going up here between, looks like Deos, who's on move command, and is going to be losing quite a few units to Energizu before he's able to actually start shooting. Solid doing a lot of damage as well, and these Colossus, though, are just absolutely tearing apart the bio ball that is Energizu, so he's going to go ahead and lose all of that, and he could lose some Medivacs as well, losing a couple. I'm expecting to see kind of a blink forward, maybe to pick up a couple more, one more going down without the blink, but oh, this is getting a little bit tense. Actually, it's been tense for about the last 10 minutes. Who am I kidding? But it looks like the North has just a huge amount of Stalkers and Colossus kind of down in the South's territory. And, yep, looks like he's going to move up here and roast some of Tomlin's stuff, blinking in, and the Colossus is going to be focusing down a ton of probes right here. Meanwhile, it looks like Solid's going to be content to just stay here and defend because he has expansions that are incredibly highly pushed up right now. Meanwhile, it looks like Energizu is going to be doing a little bit of push back here, and he is going to be hurting the one person who is already so hurt. and that is going to be SC run. So, yep, there is one SCV running away, trying to live. That's going to buy him exactly 3 more seconds of life before he goes down. And, oh, Salvat going to be pushing in here as well, so Numpty is now under attack. A couple of queens are not going to be able to deal with probably 50 blink stalkers. As they blink in here, going to be getting a lot of kills, killing not only the hatchery but the queen as well. No, not killing the hatchery. Wow, he's feeling very, very nice today. He's actually just focusing down this nexus because there is actually nothing at that nexus. Meanwhile, so many Dark Templar from Tom. Are you kidding me? That, oh wow, that is so many. So yes, that is 18 Dark Templar. No, 24 Dark Templar, so a few, and oh no, all these probes from the DCs here are going to absolutely get rocked. Meanwhile, Salvat has blinked up and is now doing a lot of damage in Intercisu's main base, so shenanigans going on by both players here as the Blink Stalkers do just a ton of damage, and there is the stim from the Marauders. They're going to do what they can, but there's just not enough of them. Meanwhile, these Dark Templar with a lot of kills, and they are going to be running in here now. It looks like there is an observer now from Deos, so that you can actually see those. But the problem is, even if you can see them, they still do so much damage. And he's just focusing down these pylons. He's going to be unpowering 3 warp gates now running in here. Oh, tons of cannons from Salvat here, and this is actually a mistake, I think, to run in here and do all this, taking a ton of extra damage that he doesn't need to take, and all of these DTs just getting absolutely roasted. Meanwhile, a lot of these stalkers are getting destroyed as well. So Zizu has lost a lot of his base, but Salvat has lost quite a few units as well. He does have quite a reinforcement over here, just chilling by his expansion. Pretty good there. And it looks like the DTs have been cleaned up. Numpty is going to go ahead and rage quit out at the 36-minute mark. And BZH Kenny is going to GG shortly behind him. Salvat saying this is a freaking awesome game, and I could not agree with him more. This is so insane. Zizu, though, looks like he's going to be doing a drop back to his own base. No, but seriously, yeah, it looks like Salvat going to be moving in here. Even though BZH Kenny is officially out of the game and dead, his allies can use his stuff, so he's just going to be cleaning up some of the tech buildings and structures to make sure nothing can happen. Meanwhile, Deos is going to be moving over here with a combination of Colossus. This Colossus is already with 39 kills, 32 kills, and 45 kills. Wow! As well as a lot of Blink Stalkers, so he's going to be able to take out that expansion as well, and Zizu is now going to be pretty much mined out exactly. There is a DT over here. Fort Tomlik's doing quite a bit of damage, has killed a bit of stuff, and so DT is just doing some shenanigans here at the end, but I think this is pretty much over since it is 2-on-4 right now. Numpty and, who's the other guy? Numpty and BZH Kenny, yeah, are out of the game already, so I think I'm going to call this in favor of the upper team, and the person who sent in this replay, believe it or not, was Salvat. Yay! So congratulations, Salvat, on an epic win. Great game. This is really, really intense and really long. I apologize for my throat, too. I don't know what was going on. My voice just did not want to cooperate in the beginning. But this was a great example of just like a textbook awesome Subscriber Saturday. So if you guys have cool, awesome, wacky, or weird replays, go ahead and send them into squigglestarcraft@gmail.com. This week I casted a 1v1, a 3v3, and a 4v4. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Continue to send me your comments and let me know ways I can improve, what you like, what you dislike about what I do, as well as your replays and anything else that you can think of. I like to interact with you guys a lot because you're all awesome. So as this game wraps up, I just want to thank all the players for playing and everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Subscriber Saturday. I cast 3 games this week as opposed to the normal 1 because I felt bad about last week. And I actually have a cool announcement that I'm going to be announcing next Saturday because I will be back in LA then, and things will be back to normal. I'll be doing my Insanity workout. I'll be auditioning a lot, and I'll be casting a lot. So that will be my life. And Zizu is going to go ahead and leave the game. And now it is just the that is so many warp gates. Oh wow. And they're all DTs too. Run, DTs, 2 damage, run. But you know, there's actually, Ravens, so what you gonna do? But yes, if you have games like this, or they don't have to be quite this epic, but just anything that you think is awesome that other people would like to watch and that you would like to show off your skills and your awesome games, because you don't have to be a pro to have a good game. Also, I'd like to note that because Salva was able to tell me this was a mostly master with some diamond people in it, I'm going to put a Masters League cover over the top right here, so that will be for the whole game. So pretty cool, pretty cool. I have one for every single league, so if you guys could let me know when you send in your replays, and I don't care if they're bronze or masters, it doesn't matter to me. I just look for epic games and a way to showboat your guys' talent and fun that you guys have on the ladder and online. But if you guys could let me know, then I can put the appropriate overlay so everybody can see, and it would be really cool. Okay, and it looks like Tom looks saying it is a trap. This game was a trap. It was like a 42-minute trap. But I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and we are just waiting on the GG, as Tomlix has nothing right now. He has 4 probes to his name. So there's the GG, all caps, and that is going to be game. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Subscriber Saturday, and I will see you guys later.